Imagine a world where your dreams become reality, a world where your hard work pays off in ways you never thought possible. That world exists, and it's waiting for you to claim it. A powerful concept that can transform your life. Grind in silence. Shock them with your success. This isn't just a catchy phrase. It's a philosophy that's propelled countless individuals from obscurity to greatness. Let's break it down. What does it mean to grind in silence? It means putting in the work when no one's watching. It means staying focused on your goals even when there's no applause, no recognition, and no immediate reward. It's about having the discipline to keep pushing forward when everyone else has given up or gone home. And shocking them with your success. That's the moment when all your hard work pays off. It's when you emerge from your cocoon of effort, transformed and triumphant. It's the moment when those who doubted you are left speechless and those who believed in you are filled with pride. The shock only comes because of the silence that preceded it. The world loves overnight successes, but what they don't see are the years of dedication, the countless hours of practice, the failures, and the setbacks that came before. Think about a farmer planting seeds. For months, there's nothing to see above the ground. To an outsider, it might look like nothing's happening. But beneath the surface, those seeds are growing, developing strong roots, preparing to burst forth. That's what your silent grind is like. You're planting the seeds of your future success. What's your seed? What dream are you nurturing in silence? Maybe it's starting a business, writing a book, losing weight, or learning a new skill. Whatever it is, I want you to hold on to that dream. Visualize it. Feel it. Because that vision is going to fuel your grind. But vision alone isn't enough. You need action. Consistent, relentless action. And that's where many people falter. They start strong, full of enthusiasm, but when the initial excitement wears off, when the road gets tough, they give up. Don't be one of those people. Be the exception. Be the one who keeps going when it gets hard. Be the one who embraces the grind. Now, you might be thinking, but it's so hard to stay motivated when no one sees what I'm doing. And you're right, it is hard, but it's exactly why it's so powerful. Anyone can work hard when they are in the spotlight. It takes real character to work hard in the dark. The most successful people in the world aren't necessarily the most talented or the luckiest. They are the ones who mastered the art of showing up. Day after day, they put in the work. They don't wait for motivation. They create it through action. Every single day, you have a choice. You can choose to watch TV, scroll through social media, or make excuses, or you can choose to grind, to work on your skills, to learn, to improve, to move one step closer to your goals. Those small daily choices compound over time. Just like interest in a bank account, your efforts accumulate. One productive day might not seem like much, but string together weeks, months, and years of productive days. That's how you create shocking success. But be real. The grind isn't always glamorous. There will be days when you don't feel like it. Days when you question whether it's all worth it. That's normal. In fact, those are the most important days. Because those are the days that separate the dreamers from the doers. On those tough days, remember why you started. Remember the vision that set you on this path. And remember this, on the other side of that discomfort is growth. Every time you push through when you want to quit, you're building mental toughness. You're strengthening your willpower. You're becoming the person capable of achieving your dreams. The silence part of our philosophy. In today's world of social media and constant connectivity, it can be tempting to share every little victory, every step of your journey. But there's power in keeping your moves quiet. When you work in silence, you protect your energy. You avoid the distractions of external validation. You give yourself the space to focus purely on your craft, on your growth, without worrying about what others think. Plus, when you don't broadcast your every move, you're not giving your competition a heads up. You're not inviting naysayers to doubt you or critics to discourage you. You're allowing yourself the freedom to experiment, to fail, to learn, and to grow without external pressure. Think of silence as your secret weapon. It's the cloak that shields you while you're transforming into the best version of yourself. But make no mistake, this silence isn't about being timid or hiding. It's a confident, purposeful silence. It's the silence of a lion stalking its prey, of an athlete in deep concentration before a big game. It's the silence of someone who knows their worth and doesn't need to prove it to anyone but themselves. Now, shift gears and talk about the second part of our philosophy. Shock them with your success. This is where all your hard work, all those silent hours of grinding pay off. Success, real success, is shocking because it seems to come out of nowhere. But you and I know the truth. It comes from everywhere, every early morning, every late night, every sacrifice, every moment you chose discipline over distraction. When you finally unveil your success to the world, it will seem like magic to others. They'll wonder how you did it. They'll call you lucky, but you will know the truth. You will know about the thousands of unglamorous moments that led to this glamorous one. And let me tell you, there's no feeling quite like it. The moment when you prove the doubters wrong, the moment when you exceed even your own expectations, the moment when you realize that you're capable of far more than you ever imagined. That moment of shocking success becomes fuel for your next journey. Because true success isn't a destination. It's a continuous process of growth and achievement. Now, I want to address something important. This philosophy isn't about being secretive or antisocial. It's not about isolating yourself from the world. In fact, building a support network is crucial to long-term success. The key is to be selective about who you share your journey with. Find mentors who can guide you. Connect with peers who are on similar paths. Surround yourself with positive influences who believe in your potential and encourage your growth. These people are your tribe. They're the ones who understand the grind because they are living it too. They are the ones who will lift you up when you're feeling down, who will celebrate your victories no matter how small. But even with this support network, remember, the bulk of your journey is solitary. No one can do the work for you. No one can want it for you more than it for yourself. So embrace the solitude of the grind. Find joy in the process, not just the outcome. Learn to love the quiet moments of focused work, of steady progress, of personal growth, handling setbacks. Because make no mistake, you will face obstacles. You will have failures. You will have moments of doubt. This is all part of the journey. It builds resilience. When you're not constantly seeking external validation, when you're focused on your own growth and progress, setbacks don't hit as hard. You learn to see them for what they are. Temporary obstacles, learning opportunities, stepping stones to greater success. When you face a setback, don't see it as a sign to quit. See it as a challenge to overcome, a problem to solve, a chance to prove your dedication to your goals. Every setback is setting you up for an even more impressive comeback. Remember, the path to success is rarely a straight line. It's full of twists and turns, ups and downs. Embrace this. The challenges you face are shaping you, strengthening you, preparing you for the success that's to come. Some people might hear grind in silence and think it means you should never celebrate your victories or share your progress. That's not the case at all. Celebrating milestones is important. It helps you maintain motivation, acknowledge your progress, and recharge for the next phase of your journey. The key is to celebrate in a way that aligns with your goals and values. Maybe you share your victory with your close support network. Maybe you treat yourself to something special. Maybe you simply take a moment to reflect on how far you have come, whatever form it takes. Make sure to acknowledge your progress. Just don't let the celebration distract you from the work that still lies ahead. The world is constantly changing, and to stay ahead, you need to be constantly growing. Make learning a daily habit. Read books in your field and outside of it. Listen to podcasts, take online courses, attend seminars and workshops. Seek out new experiences that challenge your assumptions and expand your horizons. Remember, knowledge is one of the few assets that appreciates over time. The more you learn, the more valuable you become. And the beautiful thing about learning is that it compounds. Each new piece of knowledge connects with what you already know, creating new insights and opportunities. But don't just consume information passively. Apply what you learn. Experiment. Take action. That's where real growth happens. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. Social media, emails, notifications, they are all vying for your attention. But to truly grind in silence, you need to master the art of focus. This means creating an environment conducive to deep work. It means setting boundaries with others and with yourself. It means learning to say no to things that don't align with your goals, even if they seem appealing in the moment. Develop the habit of single tasking. Give your full attention to one task at a time. You will be amazed at how much more you can accomplish when you're fully present and focused. And remember, focus isn't just about your external environment, it's also about your internal state. Learn to quiet the chatter in your mind. Practice mindfulness. Develop the ability to direct your thoughts towards your goals and away from doubts and distractions. In a world of instant gratification, patience has become a rare and valuable trait. Real success, the kind that lasts, the kind that shocks people, takes time. It's not about overnight wins or lucky breaks. It's about consistent effort over a long period. Think of it like building a skyscraper. You don't see progress for a long time while the foundation is being laid, but without that strong foundation, the building can't reach great heights. Your silent grind is laying that foundation. Patience doesn't mean passivity. It doesn't mean sitting around and waiting for success to come to you. It means working consistently day after day, even when you don't see immediate results. It means trusting in the process, believing in your vision, and having faith in your ability to make it a reality. Cultivate patience like a skill. Practice it daily. When you feel frustrated by slow progress, remind yourself that every step forward, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to your goals. Self-care. It might seem counterintuitive, but taking care of yourself is essential to maintaining a long-term productive grind. You are your most important asset. If you burn out, if you neglect your physical and mental health, you won't be able to perform at your best, and you certainly won't be able to shock anyone with your success. So make self-care a non-negotiable part of your routine. Get enough sleep, eat nutritious food, exercise regularly, take breaks when you need them, engage in activities that recharge you mentally and emotionally. Remember, the grind is a marathon, not a sprint. You need to pace yourself. Taking care of yourself isn't a luxury. It's a necessity for sustained high performance. Your mind is an incredibly powerful tool, and visualization is one of the best ways to harness its power. Take time each day to visualize your success. See yourself achieving your goals. Feel the emotions you will feel when you shock the world with your accomplishments. Make this vision as vivid and detailed as possible. This isn't just feel-good nonsense. Visualization has been used by top performers in every field, from athletes to entrepreneurs to artists. It primes your brain for success. It helps you stay motivated during tough times. And it helps you recognize opportunities that align with your vision. But don't just visualize the end result. Visualize the process too. See yourself putting in the work, overcoming obstacles, growing and improving. This helps you develop a positive association with the grind itself, not just the outcome. Comparison. In the age of social media, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. Remember, when you're grinding in silence, you're not seeing other people's grinds. You're not seeing their doubts, their setbacks, their moments of uncertainty. You're only seeing their successes, their victories, their moments of triumph. Don't let these comparisons discourage you or make you question your path. Your journey is unique. Your timeline is your own. The only person you should be competing with is the person you were yesterday. Use others' successes as inspiration, not as a benchmark for your own worth. Let their achievements show you what's possible, but don't let them dictate your path or your pace. While you're working in silence, it might be tempting to try to emulate others who have achieved the kind of success you're aiming for. But remember, the most powerful thing you can be is yourself. Your unique experiences, perspectives, and strengths are what will set you apart. They are what will make your success truly shocking when it's revealed to the world. Don't try to be a second-rate version of someone else. Be a first-rate version of yourself. This doesn't mean you can't learn from others. By all means, study those who have succeeded in your field, adopt strategies and habits that resonate with you, but always filter these through the lens of your own personality and values. Your authenticity is your superpower. It's what will make your voice stand out in a crowded market. It's what will draw the right opportunities and people to you, and it's what will make your success sustainable in the long run. Now let's address a crucial element of grind. Consistency. Consistency is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. It's what turns actions into habits and habits into results. Consistency doesn't mean working at maximum intensity all the time. That's a recipe for burnout. Instead, it means showing up day after day, putting in focused effort even when you don't feel like it. It means doing the small things right, over and over again. Think of consistency like compound interest. At first, the gains might seem small, almost negligible, but over time they add up to something substantial. That's how you create shocking success. Not through sporadic bursts of effort, but through developed systems and routines that support your consistency. Create a schedule and stick to it. Set daily goals and hold yourself accountable. Track your progress to stay motivated. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about being persistent. Even if you have an off day, get back on track immediately. Don't let one slip up derail your entire journey. While consistency is crucial, it's equally important to be flexible and adaptable in your approach. The world is constantly changing. Markets shift, technologies evolve, opportunities come and go. To succeed in this dynamic environment, you need to be able to adapt without losing sight of your ultimate goals. This means being open to new ideas. It means being willing to pivot when your current approach isn't working. It means continuously evaluating your strategies and being honest with yourself about what's working and what isn't. Adaptability doesn't mean changing your goals on a whim. It means being flexible in how you achieve those goals. It means being resourceful, creative, and resilient in the face of challenges. Cultivate a growth mindset. See every challenge as an opportunity to learn and improve. Be willing to step out of your comfort zone. The most successful people are often those who can thrive in uncertainty and adapt quickly to change. In our hustle culture, there's often a glorification of overwork, but true productivity isn't about working every waking hour. It's about working smart and allowing yourself time to recharge. Just like a high-performance athlete needs rest days to allow their muscles to recover and grow stronger, you need periods of rest to allow your mind and body to recharge. This isn't laziness, it's strategic recovery. Pushing yourself to the limit without adequate rest is like trying to drive a car with no fuel. You might make it a short distance on momentum alone, but eventually you will grind to a halt. And the recovery from burnout takes far longer than regular planned rest periods. So build rest into your routine. Get enough sleep each night. Take short breaks during your workday to refresh your mind. Schedule longer periods of downtime, weekends, vacations, where you can completely disconnect from your grind and recharge your batteries. Remember, the quality of your work is just as important as the quantity. And the quality of your work is directly related to how refreshed and energized you are. When you're in the midst of a long-term grind, it's easy to lose sight of the progress you're making. The big goal can seem so far away that you feel like you're not moving forward at all. This is where the concept of small wins becomes crucial. Break your big goal down into smaller, manageable tasks. Celebrate each of these tasks as you complete them. These small wins serve several important purposes. First, they provide regular doses of motivation. Each small win releases dopamine in your brain, giving you a sense of accomplishment and driving you to seek more of that feeling. Second, they create momentum. Success breeds success. Each small win makes the next one easier to achieve. Third, they make the big goal feel more attainable. As you stack up small wins, you can look back and see how far you have come. This gives you confidence that you can go the rest of the way. So don't wait until you have achieved your ultimate goal to feel successful. Find success in the daily grind. Celebrate the small victories. Use them as fuel to keep pushing forward. Let's shift gears and talk about the importance of systems over goals. While having a clear, compelling goal is important, what's even more crucial is having a system, a set of daily habits and practices that moves you consistently towards that goal. Goals are great for setting your direction, but systems are what get you there. Think about it this way. Your goal might be to lose 50 pounds, but it's your system, your daily diet and exercise routine that will actually shed those pounds. When you focus on the system, you take the emphasis off the end result and put it on the process. This has several benefits. First, it reduces stress. Instead of constantly worrying about whether you will achieve your goal, you can focus on simply following your system each day. Second, it creates a sense of control. You can't always control outcomes, but you can control your actions. When you focus on your system, you're focusing on what you can control. Third, it makes success more sustainable. When you achieve a goal solely through willpower and motivation, it's easy to slide back into old habits once you have reached it. But when you build a system, you create lasting change. So by all means, set ambitious goals, but then immediately turn your focus to creating and following a system that will get you there. Failure is not just a possibility on your journey to success. It's an inevitability. The question isn't whether you will fail, but how you will respond when you do. Successful people don't avoid failure. They reframe it. They see failure not as a final result, but as feedback. Every failure contains a lesson if you're willing to find it. When you encounter failure, resist the urge to beat yourself up or give up. Instead, approach it with curiosity. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to improve? Remember, failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of success. Every great achievement in history was preceded by numerous failures. The Wright brothers crashed many planes before they finally flew. Thomas Edison famously said he didn't fail 1,000 times in inventing the light bulb. He found 1,000 ways that didn't work. Develop a growth mindset that sees challenges and setbacks as opportunities for learning and improvement. This resilience is what will keep you going when others give up. When you're grinding in silence, you have the space to fail without judgment. Use this privacy to take risks, to experiment, to push your boundaries. The lessons you learn from these private failures will be the foundation of your public successes. The power of habits in your silent grind. Your habits, the small, often unconscious decisions and actions you take every day, are the building blocks of your success. Think about it. Your life today is essentially the sum of your habits. How you spend your time, how you respond to challenges, how you interact with others. These are all governed by your habits. The beauty of habits is that once they are established, they require very little willpower or conscious effort to maintain. They become automatic, freeing up your mental energy for other tasks. So a crucial part of your silent grind should be deliberately cultivating positive habits that align with your goals. Want to become a great writer? Develop the habit of writing every day, even if it's just for 15 minutes. Want to get in shape? Make exercise a non-negotiable part of your daily routine. Remember, habits are formed through repetition. It might feel challenging at first, but stick with it. Research suggests it takes an average of 66 days for a new behavior to become automatic. And here's where the silence part of our philosophy comes in handy. When you're working on building new habits, you don't need to announce it to the world. You can experiment, adjust, and refine your routines without external pressure or judgment. Now let's address a common challenge in the silent grind. Staying motivated when no one's watching. It's easy to push yourself when you have an audience, when you're getting regular praise or recognition. But when you're working in silence, you need to find your motivation from within. This is where your why becomes crucial. Your why is your purpose, your driving force. It's the reason you started this journey in the first place. Maybe you want to provide a better life for your family. Maybe you want to make a difference in the world. Maybe you want to prove to yourself what you're capable of. Whatever your why is, keep it at the forefront of your mind. Write it down. Visualize it. Connect with it emotionally. On the tough days when the grind feels overwhelming, your why will be the fire that keeps you going. Develop the habit of regularly reconnecting with your why. Set aside time each week to reflect on your purpose and how your daily actions are moving you towards it. This practice will help you maintain your intrinsic motivation even in the absence of external validation. The concept of Kaizen, or continuous improvement, comes from Japanese business philosophy. It's the idea that small, ongoing positive changes can reap major improvements over time. In the context of your silent grind, this means constantly looking for ways to refine and improve your process. How can you be a little bit more efficient? How can you learn a little bit more? How can you take slightly better care of yourself? These improvements don't have to be big. In fact, it's often the small, seemingly insignificant improvements that add up to major changes over time. Maybe it's waking up 10 minutes earlier each day. Maybe it's reading one extra page of a book. Maybe it's drinking one more glass of water. The power of this approach is that it's sustainable. Big dramatic changes are often hard to maintain, but small improvements, they are achievable. And when you stack these small improvements day after day, week after week, you create compound growth. Remember, the goal is progress, not perfection. You don't need to revolutionize your entire routine overnight. Just focus on getting better each day. Over time, these small gains will accumulate into shocking success. Now, let's address a crucial aspect of the silent grind. Managing your energy. Time management is important, but energy management is even more critical. You can have all the time in the world, but if you don't have the energy, you use it effectively, you won't make progress. Start by identifying your peak energy times. Are you a morning person or a night owl? When do you feel most alert and focused? Once you know this, schedule your most important and challenging tasks during these peak times. Be mindful of your energy drains. What activities, people, or situations leave you feeling depleted? While you can't always avoid these entirely, being aware of them allows you to manage them better. Maybe you need to set boundaries with energy-draining people. Maybe you need to limit time spent on certain activities. Conversely, identify your energy boosters. What recharges you? It might be exercise, meditation, time in nature, or engaging in a hobby. Make sure to incorporate these activities into your routine regularly. Remember, grinding in silence doesn't mean grinding nonstop. It means being strategic about how you use your energy so you can maintain your efforts over the long haul. While the bulk of your work might be done in solitude, don't underestimate the importance of building and nurturing professional relationships. Your network can provide support, open doors to opportunities, and offer valuable insights and perspectives. But here's the key: focus on building genuine relationships, not just collecting contacts. Seek out mentors who have achieved what you're aiming for. Their guidance can help you avoid common pitfalls and accelerate your progress. Look for peers who are on similar journeys. You can motivate each other, share resources, and collaborate. Remember, networking isn't about what you can get from others. It's about how you can add value. Always look for ways to help and support others in your network. This creates a positive reciprocity that will benefit you in the long run. And here's where the silence part comes in. You don't need to broadcast your networking efforts to the world. Build these relationships quietly, authentically, and consistently. Now let's address a critical aspect of the silent grind: managing self-doubt. When you're working towards big goals, especially in silence, it's normal to experience moments of doubt. You might question your abilities, your decisions, or whether you're on the right path. The key is not to eliminate self-doubt entirely. That's unrealistic. Instead, learn to manage it effectively. Recognize that self-doubt is often a sign that you're pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, which is exactly where growth happens. When self-doubt creeps in, don't try to suppress it. Instead, acknowledge it, then gently redirect your focus back to your actions and your why. Remember, doubt your doubts before you doubt yourself. Develop a practice of positive self-talk. Keep a record of your accomplishments, no matter how small. When you're feeling doubtful, review this record to remind yourself of how far you have come. And remember, everyone experiences self-doubt, even the most successful people. The difference is that successful people don't let that doubt stop them from taking action. In today's world of instant gratification, patience has become a rare and valuable trait. Real success, the kind that shocks people, takes time. It's not about overnight wins or lucky breaks. It's about consistent effort over a long period. Think of it like planting a tree. You don't see progress for a long time while the roots are growing underground, but without those strong roots, the tree can't reach great heights. Patience doesn't mean passivity. It doesn't mean sitting around and waiting for success to come to you. It means working consistently day after day, even when you don't see immediate results. It means trusting in the process, believing in your vision, and having faith in your ability to make it a reality. Cultivate patience like a skill. Practice it daily. When you feel frustrated by slow progress, remind yourself that every step forward, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to your goals. Where the beauty of grinding in silence comes in, when you're not constantly sharing your progress or seeking external validation, you give yourself the space to be patient. You're not pressured by others' expectations or timelines. You can focus on your own journey, moving at your own pace. We conclude, let's revisit our central theme. Grind in silence, shock them with your success. This philosophy isn't about being secretive or antisocial. It's about focusing on what truly matters, the work itself. When you grind in silence, you're free from the distractions of external validation. You're not wasting energy managing others' expectations or defending your choices. You're channeling all your energy into your craft, into your growth, into becoming the best version of yourself. And when you finally reveal your success to the world, it will be all the more impactful. People will be shocked because they didn't see it coming. They didn't see the late nights, the early mornings, the sacrifices, the failures, and the comebacks. They only see the result. And that result speaks for itself. Remember, the most powerful transformations happen in silence. The caterpillar doesn't broadcast its progress as it becomes a butterfly. The seed doesn't announce itself as it pushes through the soil to become a mighty oak. They simply do the work, trusting in the process. So my friends, embrace the silence. Embrace the grind. Trust in your vision, believe in your potential, and keep pushing forward day after day. Your moment to shock the world with your success is coming. And when it arrives, it will be worth every silent moment of effort you put in.